I'm pretty sure it just crashing like that meant it didn't have enough time to process or save. But no, I'm ready to get back into the playthrough. Thanks guys for sticking around. Sorry about the pain in the ass. Should be up and ready to go though. Okay, we're back. I had to pause briefly because my capture card froze. It's a new capture card, so I hope those issues don't continue to happen. There's a lot of plus sides to the capture card, but that is unfortunately a downside. We were just going through upgrades where I left off. And we were going to pick up shield power was the last one on our list. And the shield is one of my personal favorites, not for what you would think it would be used for. Because I don't just use it as a shield to block things. In fact, I almost never just use it as a shield to just block things being shot at me. You guys will see what I use the shield for coming up in a second. Real quick, though, I did have a Coca-Cola can in the freezer, so... Yeah, there we go. That's a lot better. Oh, my God, I got my Coke flowing through my veins. We're good now. We're good now. If I'm ever, like, 80 years old lying in a hospital bed because I'm sick or something, and especially if they just know I'm going to die, just take the IV that they have in me to keep me hydrated with water. And I just want you to just pour a can of vanilla Coke in there and just let it actually flow through my veins as I pass away. I would even be okay with it killing me. And mind you, this is if I'm gone. I don't like want to die to vanilla Coke, but if I'm fucking vegetabled up somewhere and just not gonna make it, just come in with the Coke can and be like, "Doctor, can I have a minute?" And then just crack and then just pour it into the IV for me. Just that would be phenomenal. I'd probably wake up, to be honest. It probably wouldn't kill me. I'd probably wake up and be like, "Let's go 80 more years!" And then, like, hype as fuck, because caffeine straight into the vein system. Anyways, no, so I've got the glide. I've got the air dash. Defense powers. I now have a wheel of powers to work with. At least one power on there so far. Defense powers enhance your survivability through increased damage resistance. Shield power is a defensive power that soaks up initial damage from enemies. If the shield receives a large amount of damage at once, the shield will break and must regenerate. You cannot parkour while using the shield. You will smash a path through obstacles instead. Press L1 to activate the power. Select the wheel to choose the shield. Quickly activate or deactivate with the push of down. There we go. L2, that's target. L1. Right now, I have myself and my disguise, which I can easily choose between anyway. By pushing left, and then there's also the shield, which is now unlocked. Which apparently I have out. How do I use it? There's got to be a button for it. Free roam. You're now in free roam mode. Head to the marker on your minimap to acquire a mission. Alright, so we got the dash, we got the glide. I'm still a fucking beast. What's up? Oh, there we go. The shield's out. All right. So, what it looks like when we don't have the shield, right? You're running along, you're doing whatever. Trying to run through these people. They're annoying. We're pushing them out of the way, but they're slowing me down. You know what I mean? So my main use for the shield is when I'm sprinting. When I'm sprinting, I can still sprint at the same speed, but instead of getting these pesky people in my way and have to shove them around and stuff, we just go people bowling. And people bowling gets me through where I need to go a lot quicker. A whole lot quicker. Light post, not an issue. You know what I mean? People, not an issue. Fat people, not an issue. Cars, no longer an issue that I have to hop over and be inconvenienced by. Instead, I can just people bowl them with my shield. It's fucking amazing, and I love it. And this is pretty much all I use the shield for. I almost never, at least in my previous playthroughs, I've almost never used the shield for what it's supposed to be used for. I just use it for getting from point A to point B a lot easier without these pesky humans in my way. Technically, I'm a human, but yeah, other than that, if I pull up the minimap here real quick for you, there are events we can do. Do I have to use this? I might have to use this. Interesting. Because this is not the best method. No, I can use the R stick. All right, R stick works too. There are events we can do. For example, eaves jumping, and then this one over here, high flying. If you notice the blue circles, those are highly patrolled police areas. There's going to be a whole lot more police and gen tech people over there. People who hate me pretty much. So it's not necessarily those areas you want to avoid. You just kind of got to watch yourself a little bit better when you're doing that. And then we have the main mission. Now, I could go do an event for you right now, but these events are highly based on mobility and things like that. And while it would get me more points to upgrade my stuff with, My mobility isn't very good, so I wouldn't do very good at the event, and I probably wouldn't be able to earn a lot of EP from it. Even though the EP reward is pretty big. And you'll see when I start doing these events later, it's another thing like Spider-Man. Spider-Man took place in Manhattan, made by the same company. Movement's extremely similar. Spider-Man also had these events you could do, so it's very similar to Spider-Man. Alright. Another thing I haven't really pointed out to you guys, I guess I could show off about movement. Ooh, hold on. This is perfect. Web of Intrigue. There's a Web of Intrigue target. Consume him to gain memories and unlock more targets. More Web of... What's up? I need to know what you know. So instead of just having you tell me, I'm going to consume you.
Stole that shit, Corporal. Get her in the vehicle. You, rendezvous at 2200 at Bryant Park. Sir, keep your eyes open. There's a runner on the loose. Move, move!
Okay, so now we know more. We've unlocked another web target. But anyways, like I was going to say, I think we get a little bit of EP for doing that, but it's really just for our memories. Help us connect things. And you get a lot of these memories at bits and pieces, and at least from my experience, other than main missions, which will tell you a lot at once, those memories, you're not really going to make a lot of connections. You're not really going to know a lot over the course of the entire game by consuming those people. So I like to consume a lot of them, try to pay attention to the movies, whatever. But then near the end, after I've consumed a bunch of people, start going from memory to memory and just watch all the movies in a row. But anyway, no. One thing I haven't pointed out I want to show off. If I tap X, we jump. You hold X a little bit. We'll jump a little higher. If you hold X until that happens, then you get your maximum jump. And our jump height will be increased as we upgrade it more. But yeah, if you hold X for a short time, you'll get a maximum jump. You can hold X to prepare for your jump while you're sprinting, while you're flying through the air, while you're mid-jump. So I am constantly holding X in this game. Even when I'm flying, even right after an air dash, because you got to double tap X for an air dash. But even when I'm wall running, I'm always holding X because I want my next jump to be as high as it possibly can. You know what I mean? So that is just always something that's going to go down. That's why you're always going to see my legs glowing like that. When you see my legs have that thing around them, that means I'm charging my jump. When they don't, I got nothing. When you see my legs light up like that, I am charging a jump. You can wall run a lot quicker that way. I need to check one thing on my recording. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Want to make sure I was recording locally. If you guys noticed a change in quality, I think my first session after my game capture crashed, the local recording might have been lost, which is another good reason for me to live stream on Twitch, because I can rip the past broadcast from Twitch. The quality might take a hit when I rip it from Twitch, though. I'm on a new streaming setup, so I don't know if it'll be that much worse, but the quality will probably take a small hit if I have to rip it from Twitch. So it should look better now, if anything, assuming I actually lost my recording. Yeah, but the air dashes will get better. We'll get more of them. The glide will get stronger. Everything will get better, and the movement, we'll be able to go from point A to point B so fast, and everything will look so smooth. And there won't ever be a target that you can't get to. I don't know. Because, like, sometimes you'll probably see me try to go for jumps I can't make and fall short. And that just will not be the case in the future once we get more mobility upgrades. Another glowing volume on the roof, excuse me, well, yeah, volume, I'm retarded, on the roof of the building, and press triangle to start the mission. It didn't look like the right word for that, it threw me off. Here we go, so we're back to more main mission stuff. I forget where I am now. I think I'm meeting up with my sister Dana. Apparently what we know so far is that I was having her look into where I worked, and where I worked was Blacklight 4 Gentech. And now they're trying to kill me, and I have superpowers. So we gotta fill the gap there. We gotta fill the gap there. Into the upgrades and buy dive roll. Okay, I need dive roll for this mission. Interesting. It's probably why it's so cheap. Dive roll is an essential in surviving close combat. Dive roll R2, or press dive roll R2 to avoid imminent close range attacks or oncoming projectiles. Doing so will often offer you a chance for a devastating counterattack. Hit and run. I probably should have bought that anyway because it was so cheap. But yeah, we're good to go. How much is this game and for what system? You can get it on PS3. It was originally a PS3 title. Apparently, it's also on PC. I don't know if it's on Xbox or not. But it just got re-released and ported to the PlayStation 4 for like $30. $30, $35 for 1 and 2. This game has a sequel. I'll talk about it later.
Find anything?
Jesus Christ, don't do that.
Sorry.
Okay, your apartment?
There's nothing left there.
Well, it doesn't matter. I've been looking at your laptop.
Laptop?
Yeah. It came in a package the day after you went AWOL. Look.
I've seen that girl before.
Well, it makes sense. There are only 2 names in the file. One is yours. The second is this woman, Elizabeth Green. She's still in isolation at the Genentech building. Do you know who she is?
Hey, whoever she is, she knows more than I do.
My God. She's just a girl. What kind of fucking monsters are these people?
Can't remember.
Axiom will sweep to the river. Brimstone will encircle the entire sector and detain anyone moving through the area. I want this contained by daybreak.
Sir, there are nearly 100,000 people in the blue zone.
I'm not interested in excuses. Get it done. We have a situation I think your team is well suited for, Captain. How long until your men are in place?
We're prepped and waiting for orders. We can be wheels up and boots on the ground anywhere in the city in 15. With respect, sir, a suppression operation in a city of 12 million is slightly more than my men can handle.
The situation has already evolved, Captain. You're not participating in the containment action. Your team has a single target, Alex Mercer, codenamed Zeus. He's carrying a new strain. He's eliminated 50 of my men and smashed through a 2-foot steel door. You interested?
I'm your man, sir.
I don't need to tell you what's at stake.
They're sending an army after me, or rather a squad, at least a captain. But I have to go find out something about codename Elizabeth Green. Oh, also I was told, Twitch chat was telling me, it did get ported to the Xbox One as well, and it did come out on 360, so it wasn't an exclusive in any way. It wasn't kept off any consoles. Ooh, alright, hold on. Guess it's time I start showing you guys these. This is also another thing from the throwback Spider-Man games that they did. Took a lot of stuff from Spider-Man, but Spider-Man had a really good base at its core, so I don't mind that at all. But yeah, we've collected a landmark, which gives us a little bit of EP to start out with. And there was another one around here. There it is. And it's just a little collectible. I think you get a trophy for collecting all of them. I've never platinumed this game, and because collectibles, I don't know. I don't mind collecting them, but as far as getting trophies go, I've never liked... it's actually really hard to climb that with Alex, because Alex doesn't just climb, he wall runs. Hold on, I'm gonna come back and take it at a specific angle, but I've never been big on, oh my god. Never been big on collectibles for trophies myself. In fact, that's the only thing that kept me from platinum trophying Assassin's Creed 2, I believe. It's either 2 or Brotherhood, I think it was 2. Is because I had to collect a bunch of stupid feathers for some dead kid. Oh, can I not make it up there? Oh my god, I thought my jump might not be high enough for me to even get this yet. Or maybe I have to run on the edge. Living life on the edge. But yeah, never been a huge fan of collectibles just as a whole. Never mind, fuck it, fuck that one. I'll come back later when my jump's better. Yeah, to this day, I still have Assassin's Creed 2 98% in though, was the point of that story. Because they wanted me to collect 100 feathers that I didn't even have a map for. And the feathers were super rare and in ridiculous spots, and I was never gonna find all of them, so.
I gotta find someone important who I can use to get into that facility.
So I have to enter the facility.
Okay, that should get me to the perimeter. But I don't think it'll be enough to get me inside. I need someone with rank.
Luckily, this army gentleman that I consumed earlier. Good, no one suspects a thing. I just landed in the middle of town. This army general I consumed earlier will get me in the front door, but I need somebody else to get me inside.
These spooks aren't just digging in, they're taking over.
This would be the building where I first came out at. Now we get introduced to a whole new version of an enemy. Assuming the game bothers to tell me about it. There we go. Viral detectors. Viral detectors can see through your disguise. When the light changes to yellow, they're detecting you. When they go red, they've located you, and they rise an alert. Bottom line. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally pushed down and changed to Alex Mercer. That's fine. I can go around the corner up here and change back. As soon as I'm out of sight. Oh yeah, the helicopter. I was like, what the fuck still sees me but the helicopter? So if I get around this corner. There we go. Alright, got around the corner, changed. Where is he? He just went this way. Somebody get that Alex Mercer douche. No. So if I do anything weird as this guy, like for example, sprinting really fast, people are like, whoa, what the hell's going on? They kind of look at you. If I pick up a person, if I throw a car, they're gonna be onto me. They're gonna know I'm Alex Mercer from throwing cars. Yeah, bottom line, these things can see through my disguise, so I don't want to hang on around them too long because they will slowly detect me. But I do have to find a time to get this guy alone and eat him without being detected. Not eat him, consume him without being detected. To infiltrate a base, locate and consume the facility commander. Use his disguise to enter the facility undetected.
All right, he's my ticket inside.
I had to get away from both things detecting me. And other than that, I have to get this guy when nobody else can see us. Which is right now. And the funny thing about this is even if I screw this up, if people see me consume him and they detect me, all I have to do is run away. Run away as Alex Mercer and then come back as him and they still won't suspect a thing. So just because people see you consume him, it doesn't mean the end of the world.
I want it sealed with level 4 protocols.
The downside is I am still being detected right now. In fact, they caught me. I hung out by the machine for too long when I was watching that video. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to change to Alex Mercer, and then all I really have to do is get around this corner. Wait for it. And switch. Now they don't suspect a thing. Now, one thing you can't do when you're disguised, you can't use powers. I couldn't bring out the shield now if I wanted to. If I brought out the shield, it would make me Alex Mercer again. If I used any kind of ability other than mobility ones. I can dive roll still. I can still jump. I can still air dash. I can still glide. Excuse this wall. But I can't use any, like, attack powers. Alright. Enter the building.
Elizabeth Green.
The time for waiting is over.
I don't understand.